Buongiorno. We're on part 10, aren't we? We are on part 10 this time. I keep checking to make sure I'm getting the right part. We're going to carry on where we left, aren't we? Of course. Carry on where we left off, aren't we? Of course. There we go. I've got the sentence out. Right door. So, yeah, we were just looking at these frames. So, if we take... let's just put it in thingy mode. If we take these frames, shift select them, and because we've already put material on this, shift select that, and then object, relations, nope, wait, I've forgotten already, I always forget this, link transfer data, link materials. I would suggest putting that into your quick menu because I use that loads. So now we know all those things have got the wooden. This glass is too dark. I don't want it dark blue. I'd like it something nicer and not so garish. Yeah, I mean, we'll put HDRI in soon, so that's nicer. Okay, cool. Okay, what we're going to do is also have a texture on the door. And we're going to use the same wood material that we just started to make on the frame. So if we add in our material properties, add another material, don't make a new one, just select this one and assign, and we'll call that wood, ironically. Okay, and if we have a butcher's, we've got a plain brown thing, but we want some grooves. So to do that, Shift A, we just need bump really, but we'll do a bump and color. So texture, noise texture, drop that there. Oh, don't forget your texture coordinates, input, Shift A, input, texture coordinates. And we will take the UVs into the vector, and we'll get another color ramp, Shift A, converter, color ramp, drop that in there. And then from the factor into there, and for now just control shift click this because we're going to manipulate coordinates for our first time. So first let's just take that up to 20. There's too much black and too much white. Right, what we're going to do is we need to stretch these. We could stretch them in the UVs, but I would just like to do it, show you how I would do it within the shader editor. So as I say, this is the mapping. So this is telling the noise texture what coordinates to use. We can mess with the coordinates before they get to the noise texture by adding a, if you shift A and then nope, vector mapping, and then just drop that as it highlights right there. And what we can do with this is we've got separate scale for the X, Y, and Z. So what we need to do is edit one of the scales. So if we shift click the X scale and start to crank it up, see that we're scaling up on the X axis, so we're getting what we're looking for, that kind of woodeny stretched effect, just by stretching the X axis. And we can do two things with that. So select all them. If we add a bump, so in vector bump, drop that there, take from the color, let me do the factor or color, it's both black and white, into the height, and then normal into the normal. And if we control shift click the principal BSDF, we can see what that's done. And now it looks like a wooden door. No? See. Let's see what it's done to the frames. I'm fine with that. Let's put the subdiv back on the house. Alright. I'm happy with that. And the issues that we had earlier have gone. And that's normally because we've added a loop cut somewhere. Normally if you get this strange, weird looking, messy around with the material, it's because the subdivision is smoothing between 2 points and it's stretching the material between those 2 points, so you just need to add more to stop that. What's going on at the top here? These aren't. So as you can see, I'm going to see if that just still works. Probably it's just way too complicated. So what's happened here is I obviously haven't selected these faces. An easy way to check which faces are assigned to which material is I've tabbed into edit mode. If you go into the material, just click off, make sure you've not selected anything. Go into material properties, and then I want to check the roof. So if I click the roof and then click select, well, that's weird because it has selected them. So select the roof, the bricks. Oh, there are some connected here. I think it might be these. So I might have have I messed this up? Oh, poop. Didn't mean to do that. Right, let me deselect that. Let me select the roof again. I'm going to turn off the subdivision surface. I've definitely got them all selected, and that's definitely roof. It's what? There we go. Oh. Okay, so this is exactly what I'm talking about. If we turn off the subdivision surface, the tiles are all there, but there's this very thin line that is still connected to the bricks, and I can click this till the cows come home. That line's staying there unless I completely delete the materials and start again. It's probably a quicker way, but all I'm going to do when I turn on the subdivision surface is I'm going to put a loop cut, tab into edit mode, a loop cut, let's say here, and I'm going to bring that up, and you see it's disappearing now. I'm fine with that little line. There we go. That's fine. It has done something strange here. There we go. So I just added a couple more loop cuts, and I think I'm going to put one here to bring that closer. You see, as I say, it's just putting the texture back properly. Oh gosh. Okay. I think what we need to do is there's a bit of material stretching here on the windows. We'll fix that. Bit of texture for the frame, and then we're gonna make the gravestone, put in a couple of trees, bit of volumetrics, a fog, set the scene up, job done. I'm beginning to think this is going to be another 13-part series. I'm going to try not to aim for 13 because I'm lucky for some, but that is pretty much done for number 10. Apart from editing the wood material because that's far too reflective. Click your wood, and let's bring the roughness up to 0.7. That's better. Okay, right, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.